What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Lvgit, man. Hey, the Wolves are now down 3-0. Super team looking failed, man. I ain't gonna lie. Let's see what D-Book and Brad Beal gotta say, man. I want to see KD too, but they didn't have it up, so we're just gonna see what they gotta say.
Devin, how disappointing is tonight considering what was on the line and in that third quarter getting out of hand?
I mean, every loss in the playoffs is, we put ourselves in a hole, and we got to dig ourselves out of it. So that's that.
When you said after the last game, when things get kind of loose that the team, sort of separates a little bit. Where was that at tonight? Did you feel that as well tonight or no?
Nah, I think we just got beat. I mean, that was a point of emphasis for us going into the game, to stick together through adversity. So, the communication was there. We just didn't execute.
Just looking at defensively with Nikhil, him getting open corner threes, what do you think? Alexander Walker, him getting open corner threes, what do you think?
He trying to act like he don't know who he is, bro. You know who he is, bro. He was lighting your ass up for all them threes, bro. He's salty. He trying to, man.
Alexander Walker, him getting open corner threes, what do you think led to that tonight? Is that poor rotation?
Maybe Jimmy didn't know. I don't know.
Poor rotations.
Book, when you look at the execution, what do you feel got away from you guys in that third quarter?
I mean, I'd have to watch it back. I just want to focus on the defensive side of the ball. They put up 126 points, and we've been keeping them around the 100 mark and trying to work on our offense. So tonight was more defensively than anything.
Defensively, and Ant-Man dropped 30 on y'all, bro. What are you talking about?
For you, making the right play is always the way to go, but what have they done to take you out of it scoring-wise?
They pressure everywhere and, funnel you into Gobert.
Gobert. I thought it was
Gobert.
Gobert.
The season was obviously one where, I know it's not over, but it was championship expectations going in. How do you wrap your head around it that you're one loss away from not even getting out of the first round?
Away,
I mean, I'm the type of just, focus on the next game. So play by play, possession by possession. They say nobody's ever done it before. That's exciting.
Yeah, that's exciting. I like that mentality.
For you guys coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, I like what he did. He came in and, I've been a teammate of his for some time now, so I know what he's capable of. And, I think he's good on Ant. He's somebody that's going to, pressure at all times and give his all on,
Who was he talking about? My fault.
Teammate of his.
I wasn't listening.
The win, but how big was J.O. for you guys?
Who's J.O.? Oh, Okogie.
I think he's good on Ant. He's going to, pressure at all times and give his all on, both sides of the ball.
Devin, in all three games, you guys have been competitive through the first half, and it seems like there's always a stretch in the third quarter that just things go just kind of off the rails. Can you pinpoint why it's always around that time in all three games?
No, I cannot.
Look, obviously, nobody's ever come back from the 3-0 deficit. What's kind of the message in the locker room after 3 games like this?
Only LeBron's going to do it. Y'all are going home.
Just, play free. Take it possession by possession. And that's what it is. I mean, I remember going down to the bubble, and it was the same thing. We had to win 8 to even have a chance. And, you just break them down. They all have their own personality, and you can only focus on one at a time.
Look, on nights like tonight when the fans vocalize their displeasure and disappointment with the boos, are you able to process that in real time? Do you think about it in the moment?
No, rightfully so.
What?
In terms of their booing, you say
Yeah.
You say it's rightfully so.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, what? You don't think about it? This nigga don't care, man. Man, come on, bruh. If your fans is booing you at your home court, it makes you feel some type of way, bro. You're not showing up, bro. These niggas don't care anymore, bro. They just want their money, bro. They don't have that heart, like how that dedication, like Kobe, bro. Shit pissed me off, man. That's it? Oh, I was.
Yeah.
What? That's
Bradley,
it?
how would you summarize one like this where, you're in it at the half and then it just again got out of hand in the third quarter?
First, I want to give my praises to God.
Amen.
Third quarter kicking our ass, ain't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, I don't know what you want me to say. Three quarters that we gave credit to as we do a good job on Ant and Cat early on in the games, making them force tough shots. Cat got in foul trouble. Start the third, Cat.
Cat
I'm looking
was
up Cat's
cooking.
3 open-ass threes.
Yeah, he was grilling y'all ass, boy.
We just shoot ourselves in the foot with a lot of stuff.
Okay. The rotations on the threes. Alexander Walker got multiple corner threes. Is it? I mean, going into the game, I mean, how much was that discussed? Okay, can't give up open threes, and then I'm just curious on that front.
I mean, it's a point of emphasis every night. I mean, coach comes in, puts it on the board. You know, we have guys who we call lasers, you know, who shoot the ball, you know, really well, and their percentages are up there, their tendencies are up there. We just have to be better with that. You know, granted, a lot of stuff is about extra efforts, and, you know, Ant-Man is going to take a lot of our attention, so sometimes we double them, sometimes we just show them a lot of bodies, maybe overhelp sometimes, but I mean, they're ready to. They're telling their guys to shoot it on their first pass, and you can almost see it like every single time Ant fires it out, somebody's either catching and driving it or catching and shooting it. You know, you don't really see it like a boomerang too much or the ball popping. Like they let it fly and they shoot it with confidence. And the kid was on the backside of a lot of those tonight. Hell, throughout the whole series, he was.
He been torching y'all from three.
Obviously, no team has ever come back from an 0-3 deficit to win a playoff series. What's the approach when you've had 3 games in a row that have followed kind of a similar pattern?
Just one game at a time. You know, obviously, it's tough to beat a team that many times. Hell, they just did it. We did it during the regular season, so, you know, you just take it a game at a time. You know,
yeah, regular season different, man. I low-key feel like the Wolves didn't try as hard in the regular season so they could do this now. Because the Suns were fighting for a playoff spot. They were giving it their all. And the Wolves were already secured with their spot. So as soon as the playoffs came around, it's like, all right, we turning it on now. And now they're down 3-0, man.
Our backs against the wall, but you can't give in, you can't give up. You got to continue to compete. We got a good one on Sunday. And all you got to do is just give yourself a chance. You know, give yourself a chance to go back to Minnesota. And just compete, man. Compete your ass off. That's all we can ask for.
That's all I can ask for is effort.
When adversity hits, sometimes you go separate instead of sticking together. Did it feel like that in the third quarter tonight?
I think we have times in which we do it. I think we did a better job tonight of maybe coming together and not allowing that kind of just to linger over at times. I mean, throughout the year we've allowed it to linger over, but I think we did a better job tonight of kind of like making a run of our own. Granted, it was probably too late in the game, but just to show that energy and that effort is what we need from the start of the game and the start of the third, because obviously those are the two Achilles heels for us.
What goes on in the locker room at halftime here? What are you saying to each other? You know, it's a 6-point game. You're at home, and then you come out in the third quarter flat.
Yeah, we were energetic. I mean, we were confident about where we were, especially because we didn't play well, we didn't shoot the ball well, and we gave up, I think, like 9 or 10 offensive rebounds in the first half.
Got to box out.
Yeah, so, you know, given that, you know, we're only down 6 with that big of a margin on the boards, we're like, okay, we like where we are. We just got to tighten up our rebounding. And honestly, we just didn't make a lot of shots. We don't produce a lot of threes. We didn't make a lot of shots either. But it's tough to do that when we're always taking the ball out of the net. So it's kind of we got to get stops, B. Like, there's just only one way to put it. We got to guard. We got to defend a lot better. And bring the physicality to them because they're bringing it to us.
Brad, along those
hey,
same
you
lines,
could respect Brad. He being honest, though.
To funnel you down to Rudy, what is, in your mind, the key to?
Wait, what did he say? I didn't hear him.
The way they
physicality to them because they're bringing it to us.
Brad, along those same lines, with the way they like to funnel you down to Rudy, what is, in your mind, the key to generate more threes as a team? You got a lot tonight, but just in general.
I mean, obviously it's ball movement, player movement. You know, just getting the defense to collapse as much as possible. You know, they're a really good team. They pride themselves. I mean, they're the number one defensive team. You know, you got to give them their respects. But the way they utilize Rudy, they allow him to go one-on-one with any big who catches the ball. So they just fan out and deny Kevin, Book, me. They deny us all. And then when us three do have the ball, they're loaded up. They force me to go to the basket. They know I like to go to the basket. So they played me a lot of unders, and so I was looking for a lot of more threes tonight. But with Book and K, they just trying to be physical with them and just force them into a lot of tough contested twos and try to limit their three-point attempts, you know. So, I mean, they do a good job of executing their game plan. We got to be better with executing ours. It's the physicality of it, screening better, getting them guys open. Our setup's better. You know, it's just a collective thing, man. We all gotta take it a step or two higher than what we are.
Brad, over the season, we've seen you guys put together good stretches on either end of the court, but sustainability has been the main issue. What has that been like as a player over the course of the year? Because, like, for example, tonight, the threes are getting up, you're getting to the line, and then the middle quarters, that faded away. Just what has that been like? Where do you think the disconnect has happened for that to occur?
I'm not really sure what happens in those instances, but, I mean, I know for majority of it, you know, we do have times in which adversity hits and, you know, we'll kind of just get flat, you know. We got to get out of that.
I want to hear what KD got to say.
That. You know, we have to continue to compete, continue to push. You know, teams are going to go on their runs just like we go on our runs. You know, that's the game. Why it happens, I wish I had an answer. I know that's probably not what you want to hear, but, I mean, at the end of the day, we just control what we control, and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we try to do a little too much, and that hurts us. Sometimes our effort isn't there, and that hurts us too. So it's tough.
Can you describe the frustration when you don't know when it's going to click into place? Because, again, tonight it was there.
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and just say I cuss everybody out or I'm, like, beyond mad. Like, yeah, I'm frustrated about it, but just got to keep trying to get better, you know, keep working at it, keep improving. You know, I'm always a competitor, and I love to win. You know, I hate losing, just like everybody in that locker room. But it's up to us, you know. We got to figure it out and be on quickly.
You mentioned that adversity part and it being difficult to explain how that happens, but in your mind, is that from just maybe a lack of familiarity with guys, lack of time on floor together? Is it just...
I don't like making that excuse, man. Like we got to go hoop at the end of the day. Like,
facts.
You know, they lace them up just like we do. They know our game just like we know their game. It comes down to who wants it the most, not X's and O's and who's guarding who or what we're running on offense. Like, it's about mano y mano and winning the matchup in front of you, you know, beating that guy and beating that team. And who wants it the most? You know, it's the playoffs, y'all. Like, we know how this is. It's physical. It's tough. Like, it's tough for teams to score over 100-plus points. And, like, that's the type of hoops that we have. But we're not dialing in on the defensive end, which is really kicking our butts.
To find more of that fight, is that a collective thing that has to happen? Is it someone stepping up? I'm just curious in your career what it's been to kind of get over that type of thing.
Oh, it's definitely a collective thing. One guy's not going to get you over that hump. One coach isn't going to get you over that hump. Like, it's a collective group from everybody. Like, everybody has to step up and give more, you know. Now, I think what I love most is we're willing to do that. I think everybody's bought into that, so.
Y'all bought into that, but y'all down 3-0.
Situation to be in, obviously.
Better step it up, bro. This ISO offense ain't working, buddy.
All you can do is face it head on. You know, you can't run from it.
Last question. Where's Kevin Durant?
There's such pride in that locker room right now to tell yourselves we're not getting swept at home on Sunday.
That's damn sure my mom said. I've never been swept a day in my life, so I can't. I'll be damned if that happens. You know, it's going to be a tough-ass game, and I'm sure that's going to be in the back of their mind as something that they want to go out and get done. I've been in the 3-0 situation, and you just want to just put that team to bed. So they're going to come out playing their best basketball on Sunday, you know, and we got to make sure that we match their intensity, if not better, and be prepared to win the game.
Yep.
Damn. All right, man. So nothing about Kevin Durant. I want to hear what KD got to say, man. Nope. Where's KD? We already heard you. Where's Kevin Durant, bro? You got to explain yourself, bro. Vogel, what the hell you got to say?
Sorry about that, Coach.
So Kevin Durant can just skip the interview?
Simple. What happened? what happened tonight with this team.
So Kevin Durant can just skip the interview? All right, let me hear what this dude got to say, because he the one coaching these niggas getting blown out every game. It's terrible for national TV on ESPN and on TNT. Like, you getting paid all this money and all these people watching it. People paying for tickets to watch a blowout, bro.
In that third quarter and the game getting away from you guys.
Yeah, we got outplayed. That's on all of us. Win as a team, lose as a team. We got killed on the boards. This is a bigger, stronger team than we are. And
wow, he just threw shots. This is a bigger, stronger team than we are. Wow.
We got killed on the boards. This is a bigger, stronger team than we are. And
he just called his players weak.
And
I'm sleek, cut.
And win the 50-50 battle. I thought our guys gave the effort. Okay, but it wasn't enough.
Coach, when you took the job, one of the things that you said that this would be the scrappiest team in the league, and where was that tonight?
Guys are competing. Okay, we're being outplayed.
As far as just when you look at the way the defense were, rotations, guys getting wide open threes, Bradley said, hey, that was point of emphasis. Why were they able to get that many
I
open threes?
gotta look at the film, but they got some guys that are causing some matchup problems for us, and we got to rotate. When we're trying to bring help to those guys, we got to rotate better than we did.
And then the adjustments. What adjustments were you trying to make, and which ones just didn't pan out?
Yeah, we changed our coverage on Michael Conley because he really hurt us last game. We keep trying to mix coverages with Ant and with Cat. Yeah.
Why is he giving away the game plan so they know how to play next game? Like, I swear, these post-game interviews, they be allowing them to know how to, like, the opposite team to just get a better answer. Like, I don't know, man, but at the end of the day, you still got to hoop. But, like, I just feel like these post-game interviews, they be snitching on themselves.
And we're mixing in some zones. So we're trying to mix pitches, trying to keep them off guard some. But, it wasn't good enough.
Coach, you mentioned guys are competing, but getting outplayed. Where do you feel like in that third quarter stretch where it kind of got away, they were getting outplayed?
Yeah, part of it is they're making shots we weren't. Okay, and that slows your momentum down. Like I said, their guys are causing matchup problems that we're not getting out of well enough defensively, and then we're taking the ball out of the net too many times. Second game in a row, one of their role players really hurt us, in terms of Walker, Alexander Walker tonight, McDaniel's last game. Conley's been a problem, as not one of their primary guys in terms of Ant and Cat. That's come in and hurt us the last, each of the games, but in particular the last two games. Rudy's size has been a problem for us, and, we got to figure it out.
I'm sure this applies to every team to a certain degree, but it feels like when you guys have good process but miss shots, it kind of bleeds into other areas of your game. Did you feel that in the third quarter?
Sure, it's a two-way game, and one side always impacts the other. You're not getting stops. It's hard to get the offense in rhythm, and
Facts.
You're not making shots. You start thinking about that side of the ball instead of being locked into what you're supposed to do defensively. So
true.
You got to play through that. You got to have a next play mindset, and we got to be better.
Coach, the back half of the third quarter has been when things have started to get away from you guys for 3 straight games now. Do you see a correlation there? Do you think it's more just the way
the first two games, I thought it was two different things. I got to look at the tape tonight. I really feel like we just missed a lot of shots, and we left some of their shooters open, and they were able to separate and get a lead.
You don't think it's a mental thing for the team?
No.
Coach, you talked about mixing in coverages on Ant. Sometimes or oftentimes that first half, you're putting 2 on the ball, trying to rotate out of that. Did you see that caused a lot of problems, primarily in the first half?
Caused problems when we didn't double him. He can rise up and shoot over top of us, and he can knife through the defense. He's a hell of a player. And, like I said, when we do bring help or double teams, we got to get out of those situations better than we're doing right now.
Yeah, man, it's just
Coach,
too
said yesterday
too
that
tough,
you
man. Hard to
also
guard.
going deeper into your bench, and you did that with bringing Bowl in and also with Jo. So did you like what you saw with Jo when you put him on Ant-Man in the fourth, or do you feel like you should have made that adjustment earlier?
I don't feel like we should have made it earlier, but we got down and we needed a spark, and that's Jo's role right now on our team. And he came in and did his job. I do like the juice that he brought to the game and the energy. A lot of times when you're playing from behind, you play more, reckless, so to speak, more gambling, and we've seen that when we've had leads and teams do that to us. And Jo was able to come in and change the game from that standpoint. So. We'll look at everything.
More gambling. I feel like this dude is gambling on himself to lose. He probably has Timberwolves money line. He's about to make his family rich with this trash ass coaching.
Thing going into Game 4 to see if we can slow these guys down.
That's it.
Coach, when you look at the obvious stat, no team's ever come back from the 0-3 deficit. How do you approach? I'm sure one.
Yeah, it's an opportunity for us to do something that's never been done before, and we're going to embrace that. There's no quit in our group. You know, we do have to take it one at a time. You know, that's our whole focus is going to be, you know, to evaluate again. You know, huddle up tomorrow and see what kind of adjustments we can make to win Game 4. I mean, you're playing for pride and you're playing for an opportunity, you know, to keep fighting. You know, and that's what this group wants. This group does not want the season come to an end. We know the competition in the Western Conference is fierce. This is a hell of a team that we're playing. So, you know, we're playing for pride and we're playing for an opportunity to keep fighting.
Coach, when you hear the fans booing in the game, how do you and the team digest that?
That's sports. You're getting your butt kicked at home, the fans are going to boo. I don't blame them.
And then one of the things when you look at a game like this, are you surprised, upset, or angry that knew what was on the line and then just didn't have it to win this game?
Well, say the question again.
Well, I mean, just your feelings on it. I mean, because, you know, you knew that if you
we want this really bad, so it's disappointing. It's frustrating. You know, we're all very invested in this, and we're all pouring everything we have into trying to bring these fans, you know, a team they can be proud of, and you know, we feel like we can still do that, but we haven't played well enough in this series.
Is part of that frustration that the adjustments that are being made just aren't working?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, it's all in the same bucket of being outplayed.
Hey, Coach Lvgit by Sports 360 AZ. So when you're in the huddle in those third quarters and it's tough, how do you balance kind of not overdoing it with trying to get them going and just focusing on basketball in those huddles in kind of the dog days of the game?
Yeah, forward-looking mindset. You know, win the next stretch of the game, the next 2 or 3 minutes. You know what I mean? And you know, lock into you know what is the task at hand, what your coverages are, what actions we want to be in offensively. You know, I say our players have to have a next play mindset, but as a coach, that's how you have to lead your group. You know, how do we win this next stretch? So, you know, evaluate the areas where we're getting hurt in the game. You know, if we're not making the extra pass, if we're getting killed on the boards. You know, if a certain action they're running is hurting us, how do we clean that up, make the adjustments in game? You know, that's what those timeouts are about.
Damn, man. Oh. Who this? Cat and I said Cat. Ant-Man and Rudy. Bro, did they talk 28-35? 30. They talked for 10 damn minutes? Jeez, man. Oh my goodness. Should I watch that? I think I already had it on this tab. This one's more short. Okay, I'll watch the longer one. All right.
And tonight in this series overall, do you feel like you've been kind of walking the line of being a playmaker and also scoring about it as well as maybe you have in your whole career so far?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, my teammates and coaches do a great job of just letting me know every time, like, hey, the low man is in, the corner's open, the low man is straddling the fence, Rudy's open, and my teammates come up to me and tell me everything that they seeing, and it's just like, it helps me a lot. And I just take it all in, man, and try to get better. And me and C. Hines watch film and try to get better every day at it.
Along those lines, teammates can tell you can watch film, but actually doing it in real time and making quick decisions is another thing. How have you been able to maybe make the connection between seeing it on film
I need that and
what
hoodie.
teammates tell you and
Shit
putting it into
tough.
action?
It comes with watching film. C. Hines sends me the film, and we sit down and watch it. And I just know their game plan is being a high wall, put two on me. So therefore, when Rudy roll, it's going to pull one side in. So one corner is going to be open. Or they going to bump Rudy on the roll, so the wing going to be open. Or if they don't put two on me, I'm just going to attack. So pretty much just watching. I think watching film is big, man. So it helps me a lot.
Rudy, how would you grade the way you guys have played defense through these first 3 games?
I mean, it's hard to grade, but I think we've been doing it all year. I just feel like our level of urgency, especially in the first quarter, is what's been the big difference, between the regular season and the playoffs. And we've been doing it every single minute. Whoever's on the floor, the ball pressure is there, the communication is there, the rebounding, is there, and also I'm really proud of the way we've been just getting back in transition. So it's just our awareness, our willpower and our focus has been up a notch, and it's carrying over on you can see it on the floor.
And you look like you were having some fun in the fourth quarter, so I go dap up some dude in the first row. Do you know that guy? He was wearing a Wolves jersey.
Some A1s, pretty much. It's not every day that you see that. Well, I see it, but I was excited, man, to see someone courtside with my shoes on. So, just show them a little love.
That's real.
And Coach Finch has been trying to get that balance for you of getting out.
Why he start laughing?
And Coach Finch has been trying to get that balance for you of getting off when there's two and then knowing when to attack for a long time. What was it maybe about like when Carl went out that really did seem to click for you, where it became kind of a night after night thing?
When Carl went out, as in tonight, or you mean when?
No,
when
just
he
it
got
seemed
hurt?
like that's when you really kind of took that next step as a playmaker when he got injured.
Yeah, I don't know, man. When Cat goes down, it definitely puts more pressure on everybody for sure, because he's a walking 25 and 10 guy. So, it was on me to get my guys involved, get them easier looks, and still be able to be aggressive. So, just trying to do it a little bit more when he's out.
Are you a big late '90s wrestling fan?
Late '90s wrestling fan? No, not at all.
What does that have to do with basketball?
You talking about my yeah? I was trying to get Rudy to do it with me, but he would never make eye contact with me, which was crazy because I threw you the ball for the N1, bro.
Hey, because Rudy not trying to get fined. I know y'all seen that where Ant was doing this, bro. That's Adam Silver finna get his ass. Adam Silver finna get that ass.
He would never make eye contact with me,
get that
which
ass.
was crazy because I threw you the ball for the N1, bro. Let's talk about that.
I might be concussed.
Rudy's hairline, bro. Rudy's hairline is just receding far and further back, man. It might be time to just cut it all off, brother.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him to do it with me because but
I was proud.
It's all good. My boy got the N1, man. I was just happy about that.
Okay, Rudy. The Suns missed a lot of baskets in the paint at the bucket. A lot of that is because of your presence there. Do you notice them being maybe less aggressive or maybe a little apprehensive when you're there?
Sure. That's what I do best. I try to
got the man Ant giggling.
Being a presence, give confidence to my teammates, and and make sure I'm there for them. And I'm trying to get some blocks, but they don't really try me. So at the end of the day, that's better than any block. Just try to take away the rim and force them into tough twos, or or turn them over.
Are you guys in a zone now where, you're in the postseason, you're doing something that a Timberwolves team hasn't done in 20 years, and it's nobody wants to screw up how good the momentum is by what the plan is? Is that kind of like one of the senses that you have on this?
I think we're just embracing the moment.
What type of question is that?
We have only one goal in mind, and and we really try to make sure that we don't get distracted by any of the the success, the ups and downs. Like we just locked in, and you can see it with our approach individually, collectively. We're not satisfied with being up 3-0 in the first round, and it's cool to be a part of that. As a young team that, like you said, like the Timberwolves haven't got that type of success yet. It's important also to understand the opportunity that we have, and we all do. So it's fun.
How important was that week off between the end of the regular season and the beginning? Was that significant?
For sure. I mean, my first 2 times in the playoffs, I wasn't able to prepare like that because we was in the play-in game. So, I mean, for me, I will say it was super important. I got in the best shape of my life that week. I was able to really understand like a playoff game plan and learn how to execute everything and just seeing how everything goes. So it was definitely fun for me. So I will say like that was the best thing ever, being able to prepare for a week and learn everything. The coaching staff did a phenomenal job, man. I will say that.
Rudy, what's the biggest development or change you've seen in Ant's game this year compared to the first year you played with him?
I mean, his playmaking for sure. You know, his ability to see what's happening on the floor. You know, and his ability to pick the defense apart regardless of the coverage. You know, last year and early this year, they were putting two guys on him, and he didn't really like that. And I feel like over the course of the year, he started to realize and embrace the fact that when they put 2 on you, this is the highest form of respect. You know, and he has teammates that can knock down shots, that can finish at the rim, and he's put the work in. You know, I've seen him watch film almost every day. I've seen him like being willing to, to learn and get better. And you know, and it's paid huge dividends for our team. And I still feel like, you know, it's crazy to think that he's just 22 years old, but he's still got a lot of growth there. But it's you know, when he does that, our team just goes here, and I feel like it's unguardable. I mean, it's
unguardable.
Team's going to try to throw different coverage at him, and
that's really crazy.
And
man, only
if
22.
he's able to see what's happening,
he's going to be the face of the league in a few years. Facts.
You know, it's tough to guard.
Yeah, we see multiple times throughout the night Mike will go up to somebody like Carl or Jaden after maybe a tough call, goes against him, try to calm him down, get him to move on to the next play. 2 years ago, you guys kind of maybe dealt with some composure issues when it comes to that stuff in the playoffs. How important has he been in kind of those moments for you guys and trying to get everybody to move on, maybe when a call or something doesn't really go your way?
I mean, I think everyone here knows how important Mike is to the team. As far as those things, I don't know. But as a group, my teammates definitely stay on me about leaving the refs alone and not bothering them, getting another text. So I wouldn't say it's all just Mike. It's the whole team. I mean, everybody, Rudy, Cal, Monte, Finchy, everybody. Like, hey, we got to calm down. We bitching a lot. So they do a great job of staying on us about that.
And knowing that they were desperate for a win tonight, did it feel like in that third quarter when you guys really started to pull away, could you feel it at all that maybe you guys broke their spirit a little bit?
Nope. We don't think we broke their spirit until we win Game 4. We got to win Game 4, and then we can say we broke their spirit. Because you never know, man. There's a lot of crazy things happen. So we got to come out and be the most desperate team once again. We can't think that they're going to give us the game because they're down 3-0. They want to win a game. They don't want to go out and get swept. So we got to come out and be ready to compete at a high level, even more than we did in the first 3 games. And we're going to be ready.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
I like that, and we're going to be ready, man. Them boys better hoop. It's going to be a great series, man. Hopefully a comeback can happen to make the NBA more entertaining instead of all these blowouts. And, yeah, man, that's what I just want to, man. Hopefully you enjoy. I guys want to get it, baby. I'm out.